Thank you for stopping by Fixology and watching me try to fix some shit. My name is Andrew, and I hope you guys all had a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. With the new year, obviously there's new revelations, consummations, alterations. A lot of Asians. Anyway, I'm going to be trying some different stuff this year. I'm hopefully going to try and get out more videos, at least trying to go like once every other week kind of a thing. It's just, kind of hard when, you live on your own and running multiple jobs just to save up money to, buy big stuff. Like I'm saving for a house right now, which I'm sure I've said in a couple videos, but I'm saving pretty hard. I'm house searching, so hopefully that all works out. But I'm going to be trying some new stuff with the channel. I'm going to try a couple different intros too, just to be a little more engaging. Hopefully you guys won't be bored when I just immediately go, thank you for staying in Fixology. This is Andrew, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to be a little more energetic when it comes to that. But we are going to start off the new year with a little different of a repair. I don't know if you guys have seen these around, but they're called an LED panel light. So it has the same base as like a normal light bulb does. I had one to the side here here we go. So just a regular, well, in this case, this is an LED or incandescent bulb, whatever, but they have the same size base. And the nice thing about these LED panel lights is that you get a lot of power out of them and you get a lot better area coverage. So they're really good for like, probably for your garage or a farm area, maybe outside if you got like a socket that's on the side of the house, kind of like a security light. Why you would have that, I don't know, but there's a lot of weird stuff on houses. So, sorry, a little bit of dinner. So I honestly don't remember where I picked this up, but it's so clean, and it's like it barely got used. I know I looked at some of the information on it at one point. Like the date code on this is December of 2020, which I know these have like a lifespan of like years. So like 2 or 3 years, however long this one lasts, is obviously not right. So I took it upon myself to be like, you know what, if I can fix it, then that'll save me 20-30 bucks about getting a new one. So I have already opened it up because I've never actually seen what it looked like inside, but right off the bat, I did see a component that was burnt out and melted. So I do have the part already, so this isn't a first time for me and you guys all going together at the same time looking through it, but it will be my first attempt at the repair. All I did was open it up and take a look at it. So, move that out of the way. So I will grab my screwdriver. I think it was a fat screwdriver. Or a fatter one. Am I missing my big one? No, that should be my right one, right? I think I'm missing my big screwdriver. Huh. Is this it? No. Oh, this is my fat one. I think. No, I think I'm losing my mind. Oh, well. I think I have a bigger screwdriver somewhere, but these aren't like anything super small, so just a regular Phillips head, as long as it's narrow enough to fit in the head. And they are just held together with, at least this one's filled up with, has Phillips on it. I would guess each manufacturer probably makes them different. Some of them might be easy to open like this one is. Some of them might be sealed, maybe for like being water resistant or something like that. So they're going to be, waterproofed or, have some sort of silicone holding it all together, or maybe just a really tight gasket fit. Oh, actually, before I fully put it in, I just want to show you that it actually doesn't work. So I have a little portable socket, which I'll just plug into one of my outlets back here. And just to show that this one works, this is a working bulb. Just gonna put off to the side so I don't blind myself. Okay, off, on. Okay, man, that comes up a lot brighter on the video than I thought. But it does work, and the cable works too, so got that going for you, so there's nobody that can, say like, oh, he's obviously faking it. So I'm just gonna screw it in, and all it is just the barrier that I took off, so I mean, it didn't disconnect anything internally. But now if I turn it on, we get nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that is unfortunate. I don't remember who I got it from either, or if maybe I found it at like I could have found it at like a like a Goodwill or something like that, because, you know, so I'm not gonna troll that. Hopefully I get lucky and pick up a cool electronic or something like that. I'm desperately looking out for like consoles, you know, PlayStation, Nintendo, Game Boy, stuff like that. One, sometimes they're really easy to fix, and then with that, they're easy turnaround. So, all right, so we got the power. It's connecting down here, and then there's no power in here, so there's really nothing to worry about. But what I noticed is right off the bat is this component right here. That's going to be a bitch and a half, so I'm just going to hold it steady in the middle. But if you will notice at the top of it, I will be zoomed in at this point, so don't worry. You'll notice that this piece right here is all melted. It's a melted piece right there. There is a small little bit of melting right here, but I think that's just some paint or some of that sticker that's falling off. So I'm just going to go with my gut and say replace the obvious melted part first and then try it from there. I already bought these components, and I don't know if they are, like, you have to have them in certain directions, but I'm going to keep it in whatever direction that I find it in. So I do know the only thing that I remembered is that it's right next to the power cables, and for whatever stupid reason, the wiring's right next to it too. So I have to basically remove this wiring to make sure that I don't cut anything else. Okay. All right. So the solder melted, but this silicone, or whatever the fuck it's got to be something rubber, right? Well, what rubber can withstand temperatures of 900 degrees? I'm a little confused by that, but whatever. I'm not an engineer. Just a dude with I'm just a dude who likes to tinker, and normally I'm pretty successful at it. Keyword is normally. All right, people, relax. All right, so then the component we got to remove is on the back side here. It's these two parts right here. So it's going to be a real easy where I should have a grip on the back side. Yep. And then I should just be able to melt both of them out. Oops, come on. Ooh. There we go. Almost got it. There we go. So, come on, zoom. All right, come on. Focus, focus, focus. All right, so you can see that little bulgy part on the top. So I think it melted on the I think it melted internally. Why it melted, that I don't know. I'm not paid enough for that. So now put that to the side. Now I'm gonna clean out these holes. I do have a solder sucker around here somewhere. Don't know where it's hiding, so maybe I'll just do the solder wick. I'll just do solder wick instead. Solder wick and a little flux. So you here. Uh-oh. Is my flux end? Nope. Okay. Just a little stuck. You there and you there. Cut off the broken end of the solder wick. Which, if you guys aren't sure what solder wick is, it's pretty much just copper, woven copper, and the solder likes to stick to it when it's melted. You lose a little bit of flux, and it makes it flow even easier. So you can just go through holes and just clean them up real well. I still need to get a fume extractor or a fan that can just take this from going up my nose. Which I'm sure it's super healthy for me. I say that. Now I feel the cancer coming in. Okay. Alright, so we got the component down. I took it off with the melted side facing towards the in, so I have to... So lettering should be the 250's V this way. Okay. I don't know why these components are so long either. Like, the legs on those are super stubby, but the new ones are really long. I'm not sure why. Maybe for range? because you can just bend the legs. I don't know. So I'll just cut off whatever I don't end up using. Okay, this is held in with some really strong duct tape. I mean, it's really strong tape. Did I have an X-Acto knife up here somewhere? I swear, I go through and I check. I'm like, all right, I need this, this, and that, and I'll be good. There's always one thing that I'm missing. All right, I'll just use this, I guess. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there's the new one. Put these back in their baggie so we don't lose them. And then in their box, the box has sort of a label. Not really. I gotta look up where I order from and what they're called. Anyway. Okay, so then all I'm gonna do, so it was melted towards the inside, and the 250 was on this side. No, this side. Okay. Uh-oh. A little bit of solder still in there? Nope. Okay. And this one was all the way down, so I'm going to push it down. Stay. Stay. Boy, this is a pain in the ass. Okay. How do I get this to stay without me falling? Okay. Okay. That's sort of... Yeah, you can sort of see that. Okay. I'm doing my best. All right, so then take a little bit of solder. Put it on the... right in my face again. All right, so one side's locked in. All right, now I can make it a sturdier connection. So take that, go there, and then I'll put a little more solder on the other one just to make sure it's nice and tight. All right, okay. And that is the obvious one that's taken apart, and then I just gotta resolder that into there. But I gotta take all this freaking rubber crap off, which if I had my X-Acto knife, it would be easier. I guess I could use my scraper, even though the tip's kind of fucked up, but yeah, that tip's really fucked up, and I don't know where I had my new one, so let's see here. I don't know, is it just silicone? But does silicone have that high of a melting point? I really don't know. Okay. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna do it the other way around. I'm gonna put the solder down first. And then cut that off, cut that off. Okay. Melt the solder on both. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yep, nice solid connection. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take one more quick look around the board, but I don't see anything really obvious. Because these seem all tight. Unless all three of the panels failed the exact same time, which I find that hard to believe. Or this capacitor failed. But it's not bulging or anything. There's no weird smell coming off of it. Oh. Well, didn't notice that at first. You see this guy right here? That is an exposed element, and it's not even connected. Huh. Do I have anything that I can replace that with? Hold on, give me a moment. I'm gonna go check through a couple of my crap, a little bit of my crap, and see if I can find anything. I'll be right back. All right, so I looked through my stock of random crap, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to find anything. So I'm gonna have to order in this piece, which I believe this is a capacitor. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. I could be wrong on that. Like I said, I'm not an engineer. More of the times I forget what component it is. I know that's a capacitor. I know those are capacitors. I think this is a small one. But I guess I'm gonna need to find that piece too, because this was melted, but they can melt it from that. And like I said, that was from a very preliminary look. I didn't notice the huge missing chunk from this guy. So I'm gonna order in a part for that, which probably will take a few days, but you guys will seem like instantaneous. I'm just gonna see if I can find a multi-pack, because I know that I need those kind of components. So I will see you guys back in a couple days. Alright, I'm back. So for you guys, it might seem instantaneous. For me, it was a couple days, because I could not find anything with that particular part for this. So when I paused it, when I left off, I found out that this piece was, melted, but then looking behind it, because I didn't open my eyes like a dipshit, I didn't notice that this piece was broken, and I found out that this is a thermistor. Yeah, thermistor, so it's a resistor based off of temperature. So I guess it needs a certain temperature to then, enact its resisting abilities. I don't know, best way to describe it. At least is what I gathered reading it. So this piece is obviously completely torn. It's melted through. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just cut it out, because there's no power running through it at all. So we don't need to worry about that. But it has the number on it, so I'm going to use that number to figure out which one I need. I'm going to cut out this one too. Boop. And make sure it doesn't stay in here so I don't cause a short somewhere. And then hopefully doing all this will fix it. So I got a little kit online. I think I just bought it off of Amazon. So I need 5D dash, whoa, dash throw it on the ground. 5D-9. So here we go. So 5D-9. I'll get out a brand new one. Put this back in the case. And then, because I'm always super efficient, I totally had my soldering iron ready to go right off the bat, and we're not going to wait a minute or two while it warms up, right? Okay, I may have lied. So, yeah, I got these today, and I was so happy. I'm like, I finally finished the video. Well, right after I finished recording another video, but because that way I can get two of them ready to go out, and hopefully drop those out sooner rather than later. So. Alright, so the points are on the back end here, so if I remember, it is just this point here and this point here, which, because I cut them off, the metal pieces just fall right out once they're warm enough. So let's see if my solder is hot enough. Put a little bit of flux on here. Alright, those should be the two. Yeah. Just want to double check. Okay. And clean off the tip just in case. Alright, so. Whoa. Yeah. I really need to set up. I need to do my setup reversed. Come on, melt. So that one fell through. Don't know why this one isn't. No, there we go. And I believe that one fell through too. Yeah, mostly. I need tweezers real quick. think it matters for these, from what I've read, is that it doesn't matter what direction you put these in for like the which way it's supposed to go or anything like that. So one side has the lettering, one side doesn't. I'm just gonna put it in the same way that I got it. So it was, the lettering was facing towards this block that I replaced. So all I need to do is just put it into its new home, which it has some solder stuck in it. Oh, still a little piece of solder on that one. Come on. Oh my god, it's gonna be like this, isn't it? Where's my solder sucker? Oh god, it's hiding somewhere. It's not anywhere near where I want it either, so I'm never gonna find it. Oh, there it is. Alright. So, this is a fun little tool. It's called a solder sucker. You guys might have seen like the automatic ones where it's basically a combination of the soldering iron and this guy in one piece. And when people use it, you hear it makes like a loud like noise as it goes around. This is the non-heated version, so all I'm going to do is put this where the hole is on the back side. There's a little button on the side here. I'm going to hold that there where it is, and then I'm going to hold it on the other side where the solder is. And what will basically happen is the solder will get hot enough, it'll turn liquid. This will create a suction effect, and it'll pull all the solder through. If I can line it up correctly, which I did, but there's still something in the way. I don't think it's solder. Where are you? Yeah, try not to melt my own. Huh. Okay, I don't know what it was, but I got it off, so. Alright, so let's do this again. So one in here, one in there, and there we go. And then I'll get one side to the length that I want it at, and then I'll tack the other side in. Solder, 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 there you are. Alright, don't need a lot on that guy. And then I will cut off the excess. There we go. And I melted that resistor again because my soldering iron hit. I hit right on the corner of this little guy here. Well, it's only on the corner and it's not across the whole front until the other piece was, so hopefully it won't affect anything. So I'm going to try to put it back in its place, which it had some like guides in here. Here we go. I'm not going to screw it back together yet, but I'm going to at least get it to a point where I can test it. So I just want everything all together and nothing exposed. Oh no! Ugh. I think I got a dust. Okay. Alright, not gonna screw them together. Just want everything nice and put together so I can test it properly. Actually, no. I'm gonna have to twist. I'm gonna have to fully put it together. Otherwise, this will twist, but the base won't. So I'm gonna have to screw it together. Damn it. Alright. Well. Grab my screwdriver, and I'll grab a couple screws. I'll just put like 2 in just to hold it, 2 or 3. I don't know, this seems like a long video just to go out of the way to fix a light that costs like 15 to 30 bucks, but you know, the whole point is to try something different, you know, try to fix other stuff that you don't normally fix, and this is one of those. Now, the other problem that I'm worried about is, where did all my other screws go for it? Ah, here we go. Because I like to tinker. I like fixing this kind of stuff. So I enjoy doing it, and I thought maybe if I record it and share it with, you know, just put it up on YouTube, maybe other people will enjoy it, and you know, maybe create some sort of community that's willing to give information to each other. Because if there's one thing, if any of you know who fix these kind of stuff, whenever you're trying to find something specific, it's almost impossible to troll Reddit or anything like that. Forums are even becoming harder to find and shit like that. So, okay. Now I got that little extension. And oh, come on. There we go. And just to do it one more time, so I got a good bulb here. Turns on. Perfect. And here it goes for this guy. Come on. Come on, catch. There we go. Alright, so I don't know if it was just that thermistor that was a problem, or that other little piece that I got, or it was both, but, you know, here goes nothing. Hey, look at that. Sweet. So I don't know if it was both pieces or just one of them, but, you know, if they're both damaged, you're just going to replace them anyway, so awesome. So now I have an LED panel, and all three of them are working, so we got 1, 2, and 3. Nice. That is great. So now I got a panel light for the low, low cost of, well, probably these components individually are like, you know, 30, 50 cents. I couldn't get them in just one piece, so I bought an accessory pack. So for me, maybe a little more expensive, but if you have them just lying around, maybe it'll take 15, 20 minutes, and then, you know, $1's worth of small components. So in that case, totally worth it. Which I'm always happy about. That something started working after something else started to function after I fixed it. So I'm gonna put the rest of the screws in this bad boy, and I don't know where I can put it in my apartment because it's an apartment. I don't really know if I need this much light anywhere, but I'm sure I'll find someplace. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish putting this away, and I'm gonna finish putting this together, pick up all my stuff, and that's the end of this one. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this one's a little longer for something so short, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Later.